to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. As you can see today, I have a very special guest with me. This is my husband and we're going to be doing a Q&A. So we're going to answer all of the questions that you guys sent us on Instagram. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who asked us a question and I hope you enjoyed this video. First question is, who's more annoying when traveling? I don't really think any of us are annoying. We both just kind of sleep and eat, but what do you think?
I mean, I'm more of a diva.
In what sense?
I guess I'm more annoying because I want everything to be on time. We get there super early because of me.
That's true. Oh my god. He's the kind of person who goes to the airport like 6 hours before the flight.
It's not 6 hours.
6 hours.
Probably 4 hours.
Still,
early.
You don't need to do that when we know that the airport's going to be completely empty.
I guess you're more annoying on the flight.
I don't do anything on the flight, I just watch movies.
But you always tell the lady you don't want food and drink and she always gets upset.
Yeah, because who likes airplane food?
Me.
Nobody likes airplane food.
I love it.
Next question. How does Hadej feel about being an Instagram husband?
I really don't mind because it doesn't really get in the way of us and our time. We dedicate time away from our phones and devices, so still get to spend whatever time we need to together. But also in more recent weeks, it's been cool seeing you get messages from people who are being helped by the stuff that you put out or being inspired by the stuff you put out, and that's kind of cool.
And plus now you're not even on Instagram, so...
No, I'm not.
He deleted it. Basically how he feels about being an Instagram husband is that he had to delete Instagram. Why are you guys so cute? I will take 100% of the credit for that.
Obviously, the reason is because of me.
Okay, next question. What's one thing about each other that caught you off guard? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we were very open right from the start. So I feel like we were prepared for a bit of everything. How is it traveling with a spouse? It's really nice and it's fun.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone else see things the way that you see things, do all the planning.
What's one thing you both can't have in your life?
My own bed.
And you never will.
Yeah.
Where's the next vacation?
Well, everything's shut at the moment.
Yeah, it is. But as soon as it's done.
We were looking at stuff for October, but it might be a bit too soon with all that's going on in the world. Possibly Australia, if anyone in Australia is listening. We might be there soon. Yeah, we can't really plan anything at the moment because everything's closed.
Yeah.
So we're going to do local stuff. So we're going to see different parts around the UAE, which will be nice.
What are some future goals for you and your marriage? My goals, there's a really big list, so I can get into that in another video. For our marriage, I think it's just to continue to grow on every journey together in terms of spirituality, learning together, and just continue to be more open with each other.
To see more of the world, to learn more about each other, and to discover new things about each other and about the world, I guess.
Next question. I think there was probably about 10 people who asked this question. What brought you together? How did you meet? When did you guys meet and how? So we were kind of introduced by a friend and then started talking online and it moved very quickly from there. What made you want to live abroad? Were you scared of anything?
Well, I first visited Canada about 7 years ago and I just really liked it and I liked the lifestyle. And then when I started working at school in London, a friend of mine also had a similar experience, so we both decided that it would be a cool place to live.
We weren't really scared of anything because it was a very quick decision and he had decided to actually go to Canada before we met, so it was going to happen regardless, and I was like, alright, I'll just go along with you. And for some of you that still might not know this, we got married and we moved to Canada. We stayed there for a year and now we're actually in Dubai, so we have been moving around quite a few places in the last few years, and we're in Dubai for the rest of this academic year. Next summer we'll be back in Canada.
I don't think there's anything to be scared of. I think you should trust your gut.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you feel like something's going to be a good move and you've looked at all the possible situations or things that could happen and it doesn't seem that bad, just go for it.
Yeah, because if anything that we didn't like was to happen, we could always just come back to England. We had something to fall back on. It's not like we had to go there, so very lucky to kind of have that security as well. When are you coming to Madrid? Vegan food here is great. Maybe
when the airport's open.
Maybe
vacation?
That's our next vacation.
Yeah.
So the next question is, who was vegan first? And that was me. And
I cut out milk and certain cheeses before getting married and before meeting Madrid, purely because I found better alternatives and I really liked them. There were still a few things I was eating. I mean, on our wedding night I had a halloumi burger.
Yep.
When we went out.
And that was the last
and I think that was the last time I had it. And we decided when we spoke to each other before getting married that we would like our house to be free of any animal products.
Next question, what's one attractive trait about each other? Your eyes. It's nice that you have to think about it that long.
There's so many.
Oh.
I guess it's your compassionate nature.
Oh. Next question, when are you coming to London? When the airport's
open.
Next one is, who eats more samosas? And that is 100% me, and I'm super proud of that. How do you keep your faith alive during lockdown?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think lockdown or anything should actually kill off your faith. If anything, we've had so much time to just sit at home and be with ourselves. We've actually taken on a lot of things during lockdown. One being yoga. So before summer holidays started for school, we were doing yoga 3 or 4 times a week for anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half per session. And I started reading, so that gave me some time away from everything to just delve into something new and learn something new.
Do you ever fight? You look so calm. If you do, how do you resolve it?
I can't really show you the bruises on camera.
Whatever, I don't do anything.
So,
anyway, we do fight, but I feel like over the
I don't think we fight. I think we bicker.
Okay, we bicker. That's true, because fighting can mean a lot of different things. So we bicker a lot, but I feel like because it's very small and it's not a huge thing that we're talking about or we have a disagreement about, we can get over it really quickly. But I also think it's that we don't have a lot of things to fight about because we both just do whatever we want.
We're both pretty stubborn.
What?
We are.
No, I don't think so. With each other?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but there's a disagreement, guys.
Stubborn.
I'm not stubborn.
Alright, go, yeah.
I'm not stubborn. I'm only stubborn if I need to be stubborn, and that's okay. So, not moving on,
you
but
are
I also
stubborn.
feel like we don't have huge issues or huge problems that would cause a bigger disagreement. Like I said, we got married, we moved to Canada, we're just living life, traveling and really enjoying it. So there's not really many things that we fight about as such. Next question is, how do you manage finances in your relationship?
For me, it's just accepting that whatever she wants to buy needs to be bought. I just have to see the positive in that I'm going to get credit card points.
Yeah, and in the same way that I see you spending whatever you spend on snooker every time you go and play it. We have to just understand and respect that we both have our own lives, that we both have our own wants and things that we choose to spend money on. And once you understand that it's okay and not everything has to be done together, then it's easy to manage, I guess, because that open honesty is there about spending your money. What do you disagree with the most?
What to have for dinner?
Yes, I think food, because every day the things that I want to eat change. So and we both really love food, so we have like very specific things that we want to eat. But while we're at home, we try to keep it simple anyway. What qualities do you most value in each other? So my favorite quality about you is how you can give a lot of unconditional love to me and other people. So I like that. Next question is, what effect has lockdown had on your relationship? A really good one. I think we spent a lot of the days just talking about things that we might not have time to talk about on any other day. And it's helped us grow and learn a lot more things in a quicker time than if we were still working and doing other things. How do you help each other with stress?
I mean, we get each other to talk, we probe each other with questions and push until we get an answer.
Yeah.
So that helps to break down what might be causing some form of stress.
Yeah, because I think when you're stressed, it's really easy to just close off without knowing that you're closed off. So it does take a lot of effort to open up and talk about what's actually going on and to process everything and why you might be feeling that way, so then you can get help with dealing with it. The next question was, how do you help each other feel better? And I think it's the same thing, like we just talk a lot about everything. And
I make her food. I give her avocado and toast, beans on toast.
Food is the way to my heart. And the next question is, what's the most important lesson that you've learned together?
For me, it's never stop learning.
Yeah.
It's important to keep your mind open as much as you can, because every day is a new day and every emotion is a new emotion. You just have to take it on the chin, and that's a lesson that's quite hard to learn initially, but slowly becomes a norm.
And I think keeping our focus on more of our spiritual journey together every single day. If we give into something that's not helping us grow on our spiritual journey, then we need to learn to let that go and things like that. Next question is, how do you live your separate lives?
We give each other space in the sense that we both kind of know when we need our time alone. And sometimes that's not a bad thing, even though people see silence as not positive. I know that when she goes into her room and just has her laptop, I know that's her time to just be on her own. And she knows when I've got a book in my hand not to talk to me or to disturb me. So you kind of start to learn little habits that each other does, and those are cues for this is my time, don't enter.
Just remembering that you're both individual people, you're going to want to do different things during the day. We do a lot of our things together, and it's nice to kind of have that separation to work on yourself, because as much as we believe that unity is important in a marriage, it's also very, very important to focus on your own independence. So doing your own thing, spending time with yourself and reflecting on your own life separately as well as doing it together is really important. So because we both respect that and we both want each other to grow independently as well, it's really easy to just give each other space. And this takes me on to the next question, which is, how do you manage working with your partner? So some of you might know that we worked in the same school in Canada, and we worked in the same school in Dubai as well.
It's not weird because we both teach in different sections of the school. I teach at higher school, she teaches at lower grades. And it's kind of nice in a way because on our way home, that was our time to vent about anything of the day. The journey normally, in Canada was about 20 minutes to get home, and in Dubai was about a 15-minute walk. And it's normally enough time to just get everything out of the system so that when you do come home, you don't really need to talk about work or think about work.
Next one is, how did you know he's the one?
It's obvious.
I don't know. I never really know how to explain this to anybody, but it is the whole cliche thing of when you know, and it's just this feeling that you get. So that's what happened.
You've got to take time to get to know each other. You've got to ask the right questions. You've got to look for answers that trigger certain thoughts within yourself. We both did ask a lot of questions that were away from the norm, and that kind of just gives you an insight into a person's life.
So we talked very openly to each other right from the start, which is how it was able to kind of move at the rate that it did as well. Next one is, who takes longer getting ready? And that is 100%
you.
No, it's definitely you. Every single day you spend about half an hour taking a shower.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I save water.
Okay, half an hour putting oil in your beard then. Was there a defining moment when you knew you were going to be together forever?
Yeah, when I signed the wedding form.
Great answer. And going back to communication, before we got married, we were very open with how seriously we wanted to take this. So we both knew what level we were at, because some people might not be ready to commit to marriage and things like that. So we were pretty much on the same page with that. And that's how we knew we'd be together forever. What's the least favorite thing about each other?
Where do I start? Can I give two?
How can you have answers ready for this?
One is how you leave tops of every bottle unscrewed. Literally every single bottle in the bathroom, in the kitchen, is not screwed on. We've had an incident where one has been knocked and fell and it went everywhere. And the other one is your socks are everywhere.
That's because I need different socks for different occasions. Like I need different socks for the kitchen, and then if they get wet, I need different socks to wear around the room.
Okay, that's what's annoying anyway. What's annoying about me?
So then there's another question that says, does Hadej do anything that annoys you? And the thing that annoys me the most, which I've realized so much since we've been at home so much, is that he scratches his beard and it's so loud that during the middle of the night when he does it, it literally wakes me up. So it's just really annoying, and the sound is very frustrating, and I just can't handle it. But otherwise I think everything's pretty okay, so well done. Somebody said your kids will have such a beautiful smile. Thanks. What's your favorite activity to do together?
Travel.
And eat. I like talking a lot. I like talking to other people a lot as well.
She talks a lot.
Yeah. Who has the best hair care routine?
Ooh.
Interesting.
I don't really have a routine, except a beard care routine, which which takes me half an hour apparently, as you heard earlier.
Yeah, but I think you look after your hair, as in you put more oil in your hair than I do, but the way you dry your hair is very, very damaging, and it's another thing that annoys me actually. So I don't really know. I guess we're both working on that. Who's your favorite other couple? You guys. Who adores the other more? Well, I'm gonna say I do.
You adore me more than I adore you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Fine. Who has the
Definitely not
best
you.
singing voice?
Definitely not you.
100% me.
Definitely not you.
100% me. The world isn't ready to hear it.
Apparently you used to be in a choir.
I was in the choir, and I was the lead singer in the choir too.
Oh.
Do you ever feel disconnected from God? And the answer is no, and I don't think I ever do, because I believe God is everywhere and truly, truly within us. So I focus on connecting to myself, even connecting to you, and I think that brings me closer to God and keeps me connected to God as well. Who's the better cook?
Me.
I cook more, so the quality is a little bit reduced, but when Hadej does cook, it is on point. So I have to give that to you.
Thank you.
What was your favorite holiday? Let's say it in 3 seconds to see if we say the same one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Japan.
Well, obviously, I think everybody knows that Japan was our favorite. It was so beautiful,
This
and
t-shirt's from Japan.
it gave us everything. And there's so much amazing vegan food out there for anyone who's interested in going. I'm gonna write a blog on it soon, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah. It was an eye-opening experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just to see how amazing they are as people, and how amazing the country is, and how beautiful they are. Like, it was just awesome all around. Definitely go back there again.
Yeah.
Second favorite would be California.
Yeah,
We love you,
because the road trip.
California.
We do. So the next question's for you. It says, Hadej, how do you deal with how dramatic Mabri is, please?
I just ignore her and walk away more often than not.
What if I was dying or something and you just ignore me?
Still ignore her and walk away. She is like really dramatic about everything.
Better than being boring about it.
Yeah, one way of seeing it.
Next one is, what is some advice for someone getting married soon?
Work to be the best person you can be yourself for having to share your life with someone.
Because then you're not able to commit as much as you could. I think if anyone's getting married soon, making sure that you can make yourself happy and keep yourself at 100, so everything else on top of that is a bonus. I think that's really important, because a lot of people rely on being married or being in a relationship to bring them a lot of happiness, and even before we got married, we would talk about how we don't give each other happiness, we give that to ourselves, and everything on top of that, all of the other nice things which are important to do in a relationship, is just a bonus. So that's important. And I have also made another video on this, so I'll leave a link in the description, you can check that out for more. But another thing I wanted to just touch upon is making sure that you both can openly talk about your feelings, because I know a lot of people might feel really reserved about talking about things they struggle with, and it might be hard to just unlock your true emotions. But if you're going to be marrying someone and potentially spending the rest of your life with them, then it's really important to have transparent communication, because it just helps you on your journey a lot better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're both here if you need to talk to someone, but also you've got to remember that the traditional cliche about how both of you make each other complete, I personally believe is complete and utter nonsense. You need to be complete, and that person needs to be complete in order to come together successfully, because if there are gaps, it can come out in a way that you don't want it to come out.
Next one is it possible that you guys could do a day in the life?
Oh my God.
Yes, I will 100% do that.
You want to see what I do in my whole day? Is that what it is? Is that what day in the life is?
Yeah, what we do together.
Okay.
What?
We'll do it on a holiday maybe. I don't
Yeah, I'm gonna do one though. It's
I
in the
live a pretty
plans.
boring life, to be honest.
Yeah, he
I
does.
don't know if you want to know what happens and what I do in my life.
And the next question is, do you both split chores around the house equally? The answer is yes. Sometimes
I do way more. I reckon I do 75%.
Sometimes.
You do 25%.
What?
That's my humble opinion.
I do everything.
There you go.
And
Humility at its finest.
I feel like we do split them equally, we just do different things on different days. So Dej has a responsibility of always washing the dishes and washing the clothes, whereas I do like the sweeping and the organizing of stuff, because I'm just better at it. Next one is your favorite emoji. My favorite emoji is this one.
Mine is this one.
And a few people asked us what our favorite food is. And I think it's sushi.
Burgers.
Yeah, I love
a
good
good burger.
And dosa. I love dosa so much. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. My mouth is watering right now.
Smoothies. We love a good smoothie, as you can tell by my wife's Instagram.
And that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see anything else, or if you have any more questions for us, you can leave it in the comment section below. Take care. Bye. Can't look at the questions. You know, the battery dies quickly, so hurry up. The first question.
Then I'm gonna have to speak.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, you think I'm just gonna sit here and look pretty? So the first question is, who's more annoying when traveling?
Oh, do I start?
You can start.